The date was February 5, 2025. A U.S. military C-17 Globemaster touched down on Indian soil, but it wasn't carrying troops or supplies. This flight, arriving at Amritsar's Sri Guru Ram Das Ji International Airport, held a different kind of cargo, 104 deported Indian nationals. The arrival of this flight marked a stark turning point in U.S. India relations, raising questions about immigration enforcement and the human cost of shifting policies. These deportees, once hopeful immigrants seeking new lives in America, found themselves back where they started, their American dreams cut short. Their stories, diverse and often heartbreaking, represent the human face of a complex issue that transcends borders and touches upon the very essence of the American dream. This event sent ripples of concern and confusion through both nations. For India, it brought the complexities of illegal immigration into sharp focus. For the United States, it signaled a new era of stringent immigration enforcement, one where even the might of the military was employed to uphold the law. The arrival of the C-17 wasn't just a logistical operation, it was a potent symbol, a physical manifestation of America's evolving stance on immigration. This single event, captured in countless news reports and shared across social media, became a lightning rod for debate, sparking conversations about national identity, economic opportunity, and the very soul of the American nation. The use of a C-17 Globemaster, a military transport aircraft designed for strategic heavy lifting, added another layer of complexity to the situation. Never before had such a plane been utilized for deportations, making this a landmark event with potentially far-reaching consequences. The decision to deploy a military asset for this purpose sent a clear message. The United States was serious about enforcing its immigration laws, even if it meant using extraordinary measures. The C-17, capable of carrying troops and equipment across continents, became a symbol of this new era of enforcement. Its presence on the tarmac in Amritsar was a stark reminder of the United States' commitment to border security and its willingness to employ all available resources to achieve its objectives. This move, while sending a clear message to those considering illegal immigration, also sparked debate about proportionality and the militarization of immigration control. Critics argued that using a military aircraft for civilian deportations was excessive, sending a message of hostility and raising concerns about the increasing blurring of lines between military and civilian functions. Human rights groups questioned the optics of deploying a military plane for what is essentially a humanitarian issue, arguing that it risked dehumanizing the deportees and escalating tensions. The use of the C-17 raised more questions than it answered. Was this a one-off event, or did it signal a more permanent shift towards militarized deportation tactics? Only time would tell what this new development meant for the future of U.S. immigration enforcement and its impact on relations with key allies like India. The 104 Indian nationals aboard the C-17 represented a cross-section of Indian society, each with their own story of ambition, struggle, and ultimately, disappointment. These individuals from various walks of life carried with them dreams of a better future, only to face the harsh reality of deportation. A closer look at their demographics reveals a pattern, providing insight into the driving forces behind this wave of deportations. By examining the regions they come from, we can better understand the socio-economic factors at play. A significant number of the deportees hailed from the northern Indian states of Punjab, Haryana, and Gujarat. These states have historically been prominent sources of migration due to various socio-economic pressures. Punjab, known for its agricultural prowess, has seen a surge in young men seeking opportunities abroad, driven by factors like unemployment and the allure of a better life in the West. The agricultural sector, once the backbone of Punjab's economy, no longer provides sufficient opportunities for the youth. Haryana, similarly, has witnessed a rise in outward migration, with many drawn to the perceived economic prosperity of the United States. The state's rapid urbanization has not kept pace with job creation, pushing many to look beyond its borders. Gujarat, with its entrepreneurial spirit and history of migration, also contributed a significant portion of the deportees. The state's vibrant business culture has always encouraged its people to seek opportunities far and wide. These states, while geographically distant from each other, share a common thread: a desire for upward mobility and a belief that the United States holds the key to a brighter future. This shared aspiration transcends regional boundaries, uniting them in their quest for a better life. This aspiration, often fueled by stories of success from relatives and friends already settled in America, has led many to embark on perilous journeys, often falling prey to unscrupulous agents who promise them easy entry and a life of comfort. These agents exploit their dreams, leading them into a web of deceit and false promises. The stories of these deportees, while diverse in their individual details, highlight the universal human desire for a better life. Each story is a testament to the lengths people will go to in search of hope and opportunity. They serve as a reminder that behind the statistics and the political rhetoric lie real people with hopes, dreams, and families who are directly impacted by the complexities of immigration policy. These are not just numbers, they are human lives affected by global policies and local realities. These are stories of ambition meeting harsh realities, of dreams deferred, and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. Despite the setbacks, the resilience and determination of these individuals continue to shine through, offering a poignant reflection on the human condition. Section 4. Secretary Rubio speaks, a signal of intent. The decision to deport Indian nationals using a military aircraft didn't happen in a vacuum. It was a move that had been carefully planned and executed, reflecting a significant shift in the approach to immigration enforcement. This action was a calculated move reflecting a broader shift in U.S. immigration policy under the current administration. The use of military resources for such operations is a clear indication of the seriousness with which the administration views illegal immigration. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, known for his hawkish stance on immigration, addressed the issue in a recent press conference, shedding light on the motivations behind this unprecedented action. His statements were direct and unambiguous, leaving no doubt about the administration's intentions. Rubio, emphasizing the importance of national security and the rule of law, stated that the deportations were a clear message to those seeking to circumvent legal immigration channels. He made it clear that the United States would not tolerate any form of illegal entry. He stressed that the United States welcomes legal immigrants with open arms but remains committed to taking a hard line against those who violate its laws. The message was clear: follow the legal process and you will be welcomed. Break the law and you will face consequences. His words, carefully chosen and delivered with conviction, left no room for ambiguity. The United States was entering a new era of immigration enforcement. This new era would be characterized by strict adherence to the law and a zero-tolerance policy for illegal immigration. The United States will not be a safe haven for those who disregard our laws, Rubio declared, his voice firm and resolute. He emphasized that the country has both a right and a duty to protect its borders and enforce its immigration laws. We have a right and a duty to protect our borders and enforce our immigration laws. This principle is non-negotiable and will be upheld with the utmost seriousness. The use of a C-17, while unconventional, underscores our commitment to this principle. It demonstrates the lengths to which the administration is willing to go to ensure that immigration laws are respected and enforced. Rubio's statements, met with both praise and condemnation, ignited a fierce debate about the direction of U.S. immigration policy. The reactions were polarized, reflecting the deep divisions within the country on this issue. Supporters lauded the administration's tough stance, arguing that it was long overdue and necessary to deter illegal immigration. They believed that strong measures were essential to maintain the integrity of the nation's borders. Critics, however, expressed concerns about the potential for human rights violations and the damage it could inflict on America's reputation as a beacon of hope for immigrants worldwide. They warned that such actions could undermine the country's values and its standing in the international community. Section 5. A looming diplomatic dilemma, the Trump-Modi summit. The recent deportations have cast a long shadow over upcoming diplomatic engagements between the United States and India. The issue has sparked widespread protests and has become a hot-button topic in both countries. A high-stakes summit between President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled for later this month, and the issue of migration is expected to be a key point of contention. Both leaders are under immense pressure to address this issue head-on. The meeting, already fraught with geopolitical significance, now carries the added weight of this delicate matter. The stakes are higher than ever, and the world is watching closely. Both leaders find themselves navigating a complex web of domestic pressures and international obligations. They must balance their national interests with the need for diplomatic cooperation. President Trump, facing re-election next year, is under pressure to deliver on his campaign promises of cracking down on illegal immigration and putting America first. His base expects him to take a hard stance on this issue. Prime Minister Modi, on the other hand, must balance his country's own concerns about illegal immigration with the need to protect the rights and interests of Indian citizens abroad. The Indian diaspora is a significant and influential community. The summit, taking place against this backdrop of heightened tensions, presents both leaders with an opportunity to find common ground and chart a course for future cooperation. It is a chance to build a stronger bilateral relationship. However, it also carries the risk of further straining relations if a mutually agreeable solution is not reached. The consequences of failure could be severe and long-lasting. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this meeting could have far-reaching consequences for U.S. India relations and the global geopolitical landscape. The decisions made here will resonate around the world. The world will be watching closely as these two powerful leaders meet, hoping for a resolution that respects national sovereignty while upholding the human dignity of all involved. The international community is eager for a positive outcome. The success or failure of this summit could very well hinge on their ability to find a delicate balance between these competing priorities. It is a test of their diplomatic skills and political acumen. The outcome will undoubtedly shape the future of U.S.-India relations for years to come. The decisions made at this summit will set the tone for the bilateral relationship moving forward.